The seeds of learning will always yield a positive harvest of knowledge. Nowhere is this more evident than in getting the right education to contribute to the development of the world. In an increasingly digital age, the demand for a highly trained workforce is a growing need. Here in Jamaica, the government is implementing reforms to transform its education system, a task that is expected to reap substantial benefits. Welcome to this Wednesday edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Theodore Henry. Let's unpack the pages of today's program as we keep you informed. Stay with us.
It's time again for the JIS Heritage Poster Competition. Are you a secondary level student? Design a digitally or illustrated poster on the theme Echoes of Freedom, tracing Jamaica's path from colonialism to republic. Let's see your best design. Lots of prizes to be won. Visit jis.gov.jm for competition guidelines. Registration is now open and closes October 31. The JIS Heritage Poster Competition 2023. Enter today.
Good day, I'm Adrian Atkinson and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, October 25, 2023. Business and consumer confidence in Jamaica's economic outlook have both increased according to the latest data released by the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce, JCC. For the third quarter 2023, both indices recorded upward movement compared to the previous quarter. Business confidence grew by 4.7%, with consumer confidence increasing by 2.1%. This information was shared by Executive Chairman of the Market Research Services Limited, Don Anderson, during the JCC's virtual briefing on Tuesday. It reflects island-wide field research conducted between mid-June and mid-September. Businesses reported improvements in their financial standing and profit performance, with more firms convinced that now is a good time to invest. Consumers also shared similar optimism for the country's current economic conditions. Both groups are also unanimous in the view that the combination of crime and violence remains the single most crucial obstacle facing the nation. The Ministry of Education and Youth has rolled out a national parenting training program. Portfolio Minister Favour Williams says 100,000 parents will be provided with education and training. During this morning's post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House, she revealed the plan that has already been formulated and shared with schools.
All public and registered private educational institutions are required to deliver parenting education training to their parent populations. The National Parent Support Commission is coordinating meetings with education officers, school administrators, guidance counselors, deans of discipline, and other helping services professionals in schools to ensure that CSP guidelines, which is Citizen Security Program guidelines, are understood.
The National Parenting Support Commission, NPSC, will provide oversight of the training program. Officers will make daily contact with schools to provide technical support. Parent places, which are primarily in schools, have been reactivated following the temporary closure due to COVID-19. 10 additional places are to be fully reactivated by December of this year.
Our parent places provide parents with parenting education, psychosocial support, skills training and counseling, among other services.
The NPSC has been conducting roving parent places as another strategy to boost parent engagement. In addition, there are approximately 400 parent mentors in the system, and parent mentorship training are ongoing. Minister Williams says certified parent mentors are mapped to schools and provide support to others across the island. 150 early childhood practitioners will benefit from a 12-month training program to improve their skills in delivering effective learning programs. This is being done through an $8 million donation by the Chase Fund to the United Way of Jamaica UWJ. The not-for-profit organization focuses on improving the quality of early childhood education. Chief Executive Officer of UWJ, Tanisha Stoney-Dryden, says preparations are being finalized to train the professionals under its improving capacity in early childhood education. The complement of practitioners will include teachers and administrators.
We are going to be scaling up. These funds will give us a wider reach. What we have done now is to further our partnership with the Early Childhood Commission. The institutions are predominantly selected by the Early Childhood Commission. They have their pre-selection criteria, but for us at United Way of Jamaica, we really want to target those underserved parishes.
The practitioners will be exposed to the read, write from the start strategies and receive one-on-one coaching. They will also get access to resources from the Rollins Center for Language and Literacy's online Cox campus. Mrs. Stoney-Dryden says the training will equip the participants with the support and resources needed to help bridge language and literacy gaps in early learners.
This initiative is heavily invested in the early childhood sector. It's capacity building for teachers, and it is there to complement or supplement our existing teaching aids such as IRA classroom, all the other teaching aids that we have in house here in Jamaica.
The National Commission on Science and Technology's NCST will be hosting a seminar on artificial intelligence AI on October 26. Government scientists, academics and professionals across various industries are being encouraged to participate. The hybrid event is titled Revolutionizing Industry Through AI, Driving Innovation and Accelerating Growth. The Commission has partnered with Google Cloud, a global leader in cloud-based AI solutions, and Star Apple AI, a local innovator, to host the event, which will involve presentations and panel discussions. The seminar will be held at the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport. Interested persons can register at the Commission's website, ncsd.gov.jm. Executive Director Dr. Olive Jean Burrows says the session intends to explore the transformative potential of AI in today's rapidly evolving business landscape.
The primary aim of this seminar is to aligning with the needs of Jamaica and the challenges that we have as small island developing state, is to inform industry players about the positive impacts of AI, how it can advance their business, how this aligns with the needs and challenges of industry, and how the utilization of AI can increase efficiency, improve competitiveness, and can really be effective and meaningful tool.
And finally, government, private sector and other members of the National Partnership Council NPC are jointly asserting the importance of continuing to pursue dialogue across a broad spectrum of stakeholders in order to advance Jamaica. The members addressed the issue during today's post-cabinet press briefing in recognition of October 25 being observed as National Partnership Day.
We will only be able to fix our issues if we have all of our partners at the table. And it is for that reason that the government remains committed to the social partnership, because we understand that it is important that all voices have a say.
The National Partnership Council NPC, which was established in 2009, consists of government and parliamentary opposition, private sector, trade unions, church youth and women's groups, environmentalists, academia and civil society. Further to this, the new Social Partnership Agreement 2022-2026 was signed to partner for the country's strong and sustainable recovery from the impact of COVID-19.
I speak on behalf of the private sector organization of Jamaica when I say that our support for the NPC is not just steadfast, but increasingly crucial in today's climate.
As we celebrate National Partnership Day, we want to recognize that the National Partnership is not just a goodwill, but it's for us to work on the resilience and bolster those avenues of collaboration, communication, and to see how best we can foster growth and development that works for all.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching.
Do your part to prevent mosquito breeding. Mosquitoes will breed in any container that holds water.
Tightly cover water storage containers such as drums, barrels, buckets and tanks. If this cannot be done, pour cooking oil on the water surface. Punch holes in all tins, plastics and beverage boxes to prevent the collection of water before disposal. Cover all tires or fill with dirt to prevent water collection. Scrub all vases once per week to remove mosquito eggs. Use mosquito repellents to protect yourself from mosquito bites. Dispose of garbage properly by placing in plastic bags and securing properly to prevent water collection.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The Ministry of Education has rebranded the program that targets high school graduates who will matriculate to the next level of education. In this next feature, you will learn more about the benefits of the revised Sixth Form Pathways program.
Teacher chose him to do 3 subjects. He passed 2 and failed 1, get a 4. This is precisely why the ministry moved in this direction. We are cognizant that not every child will move at the same pace, and so pathways learning programs must be created for them.
Effective September 1, 2022, all students leaving 5th form at public high schools enroll in an additional 2 years of higher learning. This is done through the 6th Form Pathways program, an initiative of the Ministry of Education that's geared towards ensuring students receive the skills and competency development needed for today's advanced society. The program is also open to students who dropped out of school before completing 5th form once they are between the ages of 16 and 18. Having completed the Caribbean Secondary Examination Certificate at the end of 5th form or grade 11, students will be eligible for the program and must register at their current high school. Here's a look at the program in action.
Secondly, the infant mortality rate. How did that affect how many children the people want to have?
At Charlie Mount High, nestled in the hills of St. Catherine, an abandoned building was quickly retrofitted to accommodate the increased number of students due to the 6th Form Pathways program.
We have a large number of students applying for our sixth form program. And so within the pathway program, due to space constraints, we can only take a small number. We would want to take a lot more. And so those who are unable to join us and continue with us, we recommend them to other institutions.
140 students are currently enrolled in the program.
From grade 7 coming up, I've always leaned more into sciences, so it was quite easy when he came on to go into 6th form to select those subjects.
I was previously in Pathway 2 doing business subjects such as entrepreneurship and customer engagement. I have now matriculated to Pathway 1 by attaining all 5 CSEC subjects and is now doing all sciences. These would include agricultural science, environmental science and computer science.
Desonja, who was previously in lower 6th form, was able to pursue an additional CSEC subject so she could qualify for the traditional Pathway 1. On Pathway 1, students pursue Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations CAPE subjects at the diploma or associate's degree level. Pathway 2 is the technical route and includes a mandatory NVQ-J skill. Pathway 3 allows students to get additional CSEC subjects or pursue a specialized skill.
The Pathway program brought new initiatives. It allows us to be able to assist some of our students who would have not done well at CSEC. This gives us a second opportunity, a second chance to look at our students, to give them the opportunity for them to get to understand themselves and to do well.
What about the word independence now? How does that come in? Somebody said independence. Good. So what I want you to do in your group now is to analyze the criticisms that have been put forward against the demographic transition model.
Students are guided by their 6th form coordinator so they can be properly placed.
I would have had persons in Pathway 2 that is now matriculated to Pathway 1 because they were given the opportunity with their 1 or 2 subjects to sit those and come again to do the CAPES at Pathway 1.
Charlemagne stands ready to work and to continue the program, the 6th Form Pathway program with the Ministry of Education. Each year we graduate, or in our graduating cohort, we have over 250 students, and we would love to have at least 3/4 of that number continued with us.
Since September 1, 2022, the Sixth Form Pathways program is offered at no cost to students. The government will pay $17,000 per student in secondary schools, $80,000 per student in private tertiary institutions, and $60,000 for students in public tertiary institutions. At the end of the program, students in high school will earn a National School Leaving Certificate Level 2. Students who participate in the Sixth Form only program at tertiary institutions will receive the same certificate once they have completed the full 2 years.
In the future, I'd like to become a veterinary technician. The pathway that I'm on now, I'd excel in my science subjects because I'm in the science class. I would need more subjects to be accepted into the college of my dreams.
So my dream is to become a pharmacologist or something within the field of pharmacology. So I consider the Sixth Form pathway right now as a milestone in that, a journey. So it's paving the way for me to attain that dream.
It's time again for the JIS Heritage Photo Competition. Are you a tertiary level student? Compose a photo on the theme, Echoes of Freedom, tracing Jamaica's path from colonialism to republic, and make your best submission. Lots of prizes to be won. Visit jis.gov.jm for competition guidelines. Registration is now open and closes October 31. The JIS Heritage Photo Competition 2023. Enter today.
The government is taking steps to help those faced with homelessness turn their stories around. Among its many interventions is the critical aid provided by drop-in and transitional centers.
Behind these images are stories. Stories that are unique to each individual, but an outcome that is common to many. That is, being faced with the situation of no resources to provide the security of food and shelter. We share the inspiring stories of individuals whose lives have been transformed through proactive measures undertaken by the government, reflecting the promise of hope and the power of collective action.
My story started back in 2019 when I was on my feet, having my own apartment, my car, and working while going to school. I was doing fine until COVID happened.
I lost my job and I was at home for a bit of time trying to source another job. But I had a bit of difficulty trying to find additional jobs due to the fact that I didn't have really my documentations because they were destroyed.
When COVID happened, I was at my job, which restructured, so I had to gain different employment. It took me a while to get some employment, but my new employment couldn't cover my bills. I got really depressed and I ended up in the hospital where I received some treatment for my depression.
I was walking on the street after being kicked out. Eventually, a gentleman saw me on the street. He listened to my story and advised me to go to the police station. And then he eventually brought me to the shelter.
Being homeless is a frightening and life-changing experience, but the bright side is knowing that help is available. For many, like Miss X and Mr. B, they are able to access the services of the Poor Relief Department. It's an agency of the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development that has responsibility to assist the destitute and alleviate poverty at the parish level. The Poor Relief Department provides several programs that are offered through the 13 municipal corporations across the island. Among them are night shelters and drop-in centers to cater to a growing homeless and destitute population.
The shelter has come in handy for me on a daily basis because a lot of times I don't have a meal or a place to shower or, change your clothes.
The homeless and the mentally challenged, as well as the destitute poor, they are able to come in, have a bath, change their clothing. Sometimes we do a bit of counseling. Sometimes they just need somebody to talk to. So they will come in and talk to us. They are able to get breakfast, lunch, and of course supper.
When persons come to be groomed, the personnel from the health center will come and on the same day would give them their medication on spot.
There is also the Desmond Mackenzie Transitional Center for the Homeless.
The objective of the center is to reduce homelessness across the municipality. It's also to empower our service users through motivational strategies. It's also to reintegrate individuals back into society and to restore normalcy. Then we try to get these individuals to set goals, and when they set these goals, we monitor them. We assist them, we liaison with other agencies, other stakeholders.
It is these and other services being offered that continue to make a significant impact on the lives of the clients being served through the Poor Relief Program.
The shelter was really impactful on me due to the fact that, one, it allowed me to have somewhere to sleep. That's one. Additionally, it also helped in assisting me to figure out my next steps and my plans and create some short-term goals in order to achieve what I want to achieve, which is pretty much independence for myself, just to be able to survive and function like a regular person.
I'm really grateful for the Desmond Mackenzie Transitional Center for the Homeless because when I was at my worst, I got safety and protection while being, fed and supported. When I came here, I was almost finished with school and I got supported by the staff here, and also I gained different employment.
They advised me of the jobs here in the area, and I eventually landed that job. They assisted me with bus fares, and when I come home from work, there's always food saved for me. So it has really impacted me in a way where I would say that it's beneficial in terms of helping me get back on my feet.
And there are others across municipalities with similar stories of achievements.
So in terms of success stories, we have 2 persons who went through the hard NSTA empowerment program and was successful. And at the moment, we have 4 persons lined up who are waiting to be processed. They are waiting on their identification since that is a requirement of the program. Also, there are 2 persons who have been rehabilitated and has come back out in society and is living on their own and is functioning in a normal way.
I would say that this is a great move for Jamaica because most people who find themselves in difficult situations, they just need that extra bit of support so that they can get on with life. I don't have the things that I have before, but I'm feeling very positive that soon I will, because now I'm finished school and I am gainfully employed. So I'm looking forward to the future much more than I would have before being in my state of depression.
And so the charge to persons who are at their lowest, with no income, no support, no food, no shelter.
Don't get lost in the mental aspect of things. Finding someone that you can talk to where you can create a game plan and how to recover, as opposed to just sitting down and thinking the worst.
I would say don't be ashamed of your situation. There are several places where you can get shelter and provision while you're down to get back up. Remember, this place is about transition, and so they don't want to see you down for too long. So any supportive services they can offer, they will.
Through the government's unwavering commitment, we've witnessed how policies, support systems, and community-driven efforts are indeed reshaping lives and providing a beacon of hope for those struggling with homelessness. This serves as a reminder that when we unite under a common goal and extend our hands to those in need, transformative shifts occur. Together, we can continue to build a society where every individual finds the opportunity and support to reclaim their lives, fostering a nation where no one is left behind.
We now bring you highlights from the Jamaica Information Service's Heritage Tour of schools in Western Jamaica.
Who these people are? Yes. National heroes.
I was saying that he got hung for the rights of our people, and he was there when slavery was abolished.
All right.
But I am not afraid, no. No, I am not afraid. No, I am not afraid. No. If them a come, let them come, 'cause I'm protected by the Most High One.
This is Siren Hill Primary School, and you're watching Jamaica Magazine. Lettuce, tomato, scallion, and thyme. Looking at my basket, the whole of them fine. Timmy things, them is of the best quality. Well, I tell you, I can buy something from me. Look here, I said Elizabeth, me come from. Nice fresh things, and that me program. If rock, me not have allegiance, so that me have nice fresh things. Me sweet up your pot. Oh, I need some seasoning. Come this way, miss, lovely lady. Look here, don't listen to them. Belly ache shall be a portion if you buy from them.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We would love to hear from you, so reach out via email at jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. You can also find more content like this on our website at jis.gov.jm. Join us again tomorrow for another informative edition of Jamaica Magazine. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Walk good.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.